Race 2 at the Nürburgring, and thankfully in sunny, fog-free conditions. Sheldon and Kelvin van der Linde, after a 1-2 in race 1, shared the front row of the grid in the closest qualifying session of the year so far. Just 0.1 of a second between them, but only one of the brothers had a good start. Sheldon leading into turn 1, Kelvin dropping back into the pack out wide through turn 1 though for the new championship leader Sheldon van der Linde, and a great start for his teammate from the third row of the grid in the blue and white Schubert Motorsport BMW. Philipp Eng, the Austrian, challenging for the lead of the race on the run through turn 3. Dennis Olsen, who qualified just behind the van der Lindes in third, had a good start as well in the Porsche. And Luca Sauer from 10th on the grid made good progress. There's lots of contact in the race though, including this incident between Maro Engel and Nick Cassidy. Cassidy sent into a spin, and as he spun around he clipped the Mercedes, and a puncture for Engel put him out of the race. And then Rast and Schumacher coming together into the final turn in a similar incident to the Fraga Bortolotti crash from race 1. Ronnie Rast third in the championship, out. Both drivers absolutely furious. 0 points scored. So that brought about the safety car, and in came everybody. Well, not quite. 1 or 2 stayed out for a second run through the pits. And it was now a case of the pit teams, the crews, getting their drivers out as quickly as possible. And this was a tight squeeze, but Luca Stolz coming out ahead of Sheldon van der Linde. A great stop from the local team. Others had to come in a lap later and lost time behind the safety car. And Theo Uverhaus, the 17-year-old, stayed out, so it was he that took the restart as the leader. But with Luca Stolz quickly dispatching of him on the way into turn 1, the yellow Mercedes charging around the outside. Quickly following him was Dennis Olsen in the Porsche, looking for his second podium finish in as many race weekends. Theo Uverhaus then stranded on the outside line, lost grip, ran wide, and lost several more places on the restart lap, and he still had to make his mandatory pit stop. A really good restart as well from Luca Sauer, moving up into the top 3, having finished 5th in race 1. Coming together then, which involved the fast starting BMW of Philipp Eng, out of the race, absolutely furious after Clement Schmidt and he came together on the restart lap. It wasn't a good restart lap for BMW, with Sheldon van der Linde dropping down the order, and that run through the gravel trap from Marco Wittmann dropping him way down just outside the top 10. Luca Stolz, meanwhile, continued to march on much quicker than everybody else in the field. Dennis Olsen in second, pulling away from Luca Sauer in third. And with Sheldon van der Linde dropping back towards the tail end of the top 10, Mirko Bortolotti, who'd qualified 4th but had a 5-place grid penalty due to the incident with Fraga in race 1, had made his way up into 5th place. Who did he need to get past though for 4th? Sheldon van der Linde's older brother Kelvin, and it became a real battle that lasted for lap after lap. Trying to run around the outside of turn 3 to get the inside for turn 4, an attempted move by Bortolotti. They came close to contact. Then 1 lap later he tried the same thing again, swinging out wide through turn 3, and a dive down the inside this time at turn 4, through, but a coming together and a puncture as a result of the contact for Bortolotti.
Start my tire, man. No worries.
So Bortolotti headed for retirement, and 0 points scored across the course of the weekend. A replay of the incident, and instead of scoring 30 points, he remained on 89 and dropped down away from the championship lead. But Luca Stolz was the man of the moment, about to become the 8th different winner of the season for the first 10 rounds of 2022, and about to pick up his maiden DTM victory in the team's home race at the Nürburgring.
Great job, Luca. Really, really great. Fucking good pace. Really, really congrats. Good job. Really great.
So delighted Luca Stolz picking up his first DTM win, having already been on the podium twice in the 2022 season. A very good drive from Dennis Olsen and the SSR Performance Porsche crew to come home in second. Third place to Luca Sauer, and a motorsport legend, Sébastien Ogier, the 8-time World Rally Champion, presenting the winner's trophy to Luca Stolz. So confirmation of the results from race 2 at the Nürburgring, round 10 of the championship. Stolz winning from Olsen and Auer. Kelvin van der Linde with his best weekend of the season so far, in 4th after the podium in race 1. Maximilian Götz with 2 top 6 finishes at this weekend as well. Nico Muller 6th, and Thomas Preining in the points after his disappointment. But look at that, down in 20th place at Mirko Bortolotti, losing the championship lead with 6 races to go to Sheldon van der Linde, who heads to Spa next in 2 weeks' time as the points leader of DTM.